So in the last video, I talked about your higher self and having a relationship with your higher self. So what is your higher self? So your higher self is an aspect of your, or a fractal of your spiritual self, your etheric self, it's a part of you that was not birthed into this body, that is a higher vibration, higher frequency, so it's not physical, and it is connected to source and everything and connected to you. And there's actually different levels of your higher self. And I'm not an expert on this, other than having a relationship with my higher self. So I've studied, but I'm not going to go into the technical, because who knows? I mean, there's a lot of stuff we don't know, but I do know we have higher selves. And creating a relationship with your higher self is really important. Why? Because that higher self is your higher consciousness guidance. It will guide you. It supports you. It helps you feel connected to everything. It helps you, it's part of your, having a relationship with your higher self is having faith, because it's kind of like, it's not God, but it's a higher self, but it's connected to, God, source, quantum field, the void, whatever you want to call that, the bigger energy that is all of us, that is, and that we are of. And so the different aspects of your higher self, I'm not going to break those down. I just want to call you your higher self. So, and you can just call in your higher self, and whatever higher self wants to come in and help you will come in and help you. You don't have to know what levels of higher self. It's just like, help. I'd like some guidance, and you have to, in order to create a relationship, is you have to have a conversation with. You have to put information out and then ask for guidance and then listen. So and this takes practice, although you might have, when I was younger, it was very natural for me to have a conversation with my higher self, and then I was conditioned out of not believing there was a higher self, or not trusting it, and because I was conditioned to trust my mind more than my energy and my heart, right? So, and then when I learned, well, that's not right, I have better opportunities, possibilities, and potential when I listen to my gut, to my heart, to my higher self. I feel fully guided, and I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in my higher self. I have a lot of faith in source and this quantum field, and trusting my gut. In fact, I would trust that over anybody. But it took practice, it took time. And so one of the ways that you can get in touch with your higher self is just sit down and meditate, quiet, bring all your energy into you, and ground yourself. You're not going to go flying off. They're not going to come flying down. It's not scary. And in fact, it's very loving. Your higher self is unconditional loving. So if you're like beating yourself up and you want some guidance, your higher self is going to come in as an unconditional loving being and help you see the conditioning that you have, that where you're feeling not good enough, not worthy enough, not perfect enough, where you are beating yourself up. But the thing is that you're going to have to quiet that down in order to hear what your higher self has to say. So in meditation, I just find that I just start, like I'll be walking, when I first wake up in the morning, hi everybody. First thing as I wake up in the morning, and I'm like, oh, hello, hi, I talk to my inner child or inner children. I feel like I've done enough work that it's just one child now. Um, but you might have multiple. So just, good morning. I'm going to do a video on morning routines and why they're important too. But and then, higher selves, hello. I do actually do a whole reading that I of calling in and connecting with my higher selves through, so that is for the whole day. And so if I go on walks or I'm in the car, I have a question, I just, it's just like a friend. And they're there. They're never not there for you, because it is you. It's a higher aspect of you that is not in the physical. And they have a bigger view, a bigger perspective. I'm trying to think what and there's all different ways that they can come to you, and you can ask them to, like, give you little signals that they're around. But again, you have to be open. So it's really open-minded to start having a relationship with them. Asking for information, because they're not going to, they can't respond if you aren't asking for something, right? So it's like, it's just like if you had a friend in front of you and neither of you were talking, right? There's no conversation. Now they're aware of what's going on with you, but they're there to serve you. So they might tap you on the shoulder periodically and be like, hello, don't walk down that street, or tickle you about an idea or something like that. And again, start paying attention to those, because those will direct you and keep you on your path. So you can ask your higher self about your relationships. You can ask about career, job moves, house moves, location moves. You can ask about your health. So if you have something going on, you can be like, well, what is that? Can you, what do I need to do? What would be the best thing for me? I always ask too, what's the highest and best for all concerned? Any subject. There's no subject that's off limits here. So I think I'm just going to keep it short and simple like that right now, and just start having a relationship with them, and just think they're by your side, or they're in front of you, or above you, however you want to create that relationship. Like, I feel mine up here, and I feel connection. I feel connection in my heart with it. So just start. I know one thing to do. So just when you're meditating, and in your meditation, just ask them to come in front of you, and then just say, I'd like to feel your energy. I want to feel what your energy feels like. So can you make your energy bigger so I can feel more of that? And just start tuning into what their energy is. So then their energy. It also will help you raise your energy level. So just like tune into that. And then you can start asking questions about Mother Earth, about trees, about the elementals, about the cosmos, all sorts of things. Oops, here's my dog. Hopefully he's not going to rattle this. But anyway, start practicing that. And if you have any more questions, we can go into it deeper later. But just feel free to leave me questions, and then or comments. Just play with this and see what happens. See what happens, and share those comments also. All right, so take care till we meet again. Love, live, and matter. Bye.